Hi guys, welcome back to Finesse. If you're hunting for edge-of-your-seat storytelling, unexpected twists, and characters you can't stop thinking about, Amazon Prime Video in 2025 has no shortage of incredible thriller series. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 best thriller series currently streaming on Prime Video. Stories packed with suspense, mystery, and enough jaw-dropping moments to keep you hooked from the first episode to the last. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and let's dive into the dark, dangerous, and endlessly gripping world of Prime Video's best thrillers this year. Number 10. The Better Sister. Directed by Damon Thomas, The Better Sister is a layered psychological thriller that blends domestic drama with a slow-burn mystery, delving into the complexities of sibling relationships, buried resentments, and moral gray areas. The story follows two very different sisters whose lives are suddenly forced back together by an unexpected tragedy. As they navigate the fallout, long-standing tensions resurface, and questions begin to emerge about loyalty, truth, and how well we really know the people closest to us. The mystery unfolds gradually, with each new detail shifting our understanding of the past and present. Jessica Biel brings a raw and unpredictable energy to her role, while Elizabeth Banks delivers a sharply controlled performance, capturing the quiet strength and underlying unease of her character. Kim Dickens adds a steady, intriguing presence as an investigator determined to peel back the layers of the case. Together, the cast builds a tense, dynamic interplay that keeps the drama compelling. Stylish and deliberately paced, The Better Sister favors atmosphere and shifting perspectives over constant twists, creating a slow but steady pull into its world. While it keeps its cards close to the chest, the series ultimately offers a gripping exploration of trust, identity, and the fragile bonds that tie people together. Number 9. The Terminal List. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, The Terminal List is a brooding and methodical action thriller that blends military authenticity with a slow-burning psychological mystery, exploring the cost of war, betrayal, and vengeance. The story centers on James Reese, a Navy SEAL commander who returns home after a mission goes catastrophically wrong, leaving his team dead and his own memory fractured. As unsettling details surface, Reese begins to suspect that the tragedy was no accident and that powerful forces are working to silence him. Determined to uncover the truth, he embarks on a dangerous personal mission, one that blurs the line between justice and retribution. Chris Pratt delivers a grounded, tightly coiled performance, shedding his comedic roots for a role defined by grit, paranoia, and emotional weight. Constance Wu brings a sharp investigative edge, while Taylor Kitsch adds depth and loyalty as Reese's closest ally. Jean Triplehorn and Riley Keough round out the cast, each adding nuance to a world where trust is scarce and motives are rarely pure. Shot with a muted, gritty aesthetic and staged with precision in its combat sequences, The Terminal List favors realism over spectacle. It's less about constant explosions and more about the quiet, suffocating tension that builds as truths are uncovered, making it a gripping study of loss, loyalty, and the lengths one man will go to find answers. Number 8. The Devil's Hour. Directed by Johnny Allen and Isabel Sieb, The Devil's Hour is a cerebral and unsettling psychological thriller that blends police procedural grit with eerie supernatural undertones and a slow-burn character study. The series centers on Lucy Chambers, a social worker plagued by vivid visions and an inexplicable habit of waking at exactly 3:33 a.m., the so-called Devil's Hour. When a series of brutal crimes draws her into the orbit of a cryptic and unnerving man named Gideon, Lucy finds her sense of reality slipping, as fragments of memory, dream, and truth begin to merge in disquieting ways. Jessica Raine anchors the story with a quietly intense performance, capturing Lucy's exhaustion, resolve, and growing dread. Peter Capaldi is magnetic as Gideon, delivering a layered portrayal that shifts between menace, vulnerability, and enigma. Nikesh Patel and Phil Dunster round out the core cast, grounding the story's more surreal elements with emotional and procedural weight. Steeped in atmosphere and rich with thematic depth, The Devil's Hour avoids cheap scares, instead building its suspense through psychological tension, lingering mysteries, and a steadily tightening grip of unease. Number 7. Departure. Directed by T.J. Scott, Departure is a tense and tightly plotted mystery thriller that combines high-stakes investigation with a steadily building sense of paranoia. Mixing procedural precision with emotional undercurrents, the series keeps one foot in the world of meticulous fact-finding and the other in the unpredictable realm of human motives. The story follows Kendra Malley, a brilliant transport investigator called in after a passenger plane vanishes mid-flight over the Atlantic. With international attention and political pressure mounting, Kendra must sift through conflicting witness accounts, technical anomalies, and a tangle of personal agendas to uncover the truth. As the investigation deepens, every clue seems to raise more questions about the passengers, the crew, and the forces that might have wanted the plane to disappear. Archie Panjabi leads with a measured, intelligent performance, portraying Kendra as both razor-sharp in her analysis and quietly haunted by personal loss. Christopher Plummer lends gravitas and warmth as her mentor, while a strong supporting cast, including Chris Holden-Reed and Peter Mensah, keeps the ensemble dynamic and engaging. Layered with twists, political intrigue, and shifting allegiances, Departure opts for a steadily escalating mystery over flashy spectacle. Number 6. Occupied. Directed by Erik Skjoldbjerg, Occupied is a gripping Nordic political thriller that combines tense geopolitical drama with intricate moral dilemmas. The story follows Prime Minister Jesper Berg as he struggles to maintain his government amid mounting external pressure and internal division. With public unrest growing and shadowy resistance movements emerging, Jesper's decisions blur the line between patriotism and collaboration, forcing him to navigate a perilous political and ethical landscape. Henrik Mestad delivers a nuanced and compelling performance as Jesper Berg, portraying a leader torn between pragmatism and principle. The strong supporting cast, including Eldar Skar, Eindal Torp, add depth to the story, embodying the varied perspectives of citizens, politicians, and activists caught in the crisis. Tense and thought-provoking, Occupied eschews black and white narratives in favor of morally complex storytelling, offering a sobering look at power, nationalism, and the cost of survival in a world where freedom is fragile and often compromised. Number 5. Cross. Directed by Hans Herbuts, Cross is a gripping thriller series that blends intense crime investigation with personal drama, exploring themes of loyalty, justice, and family ties. The story follows Alex Cross, a brilliant detective drawn into a complex case that threatens to unravel both his professional and personal life. As he delves deeper into a dangerous world of crime and deception, Alex must confront painful truths and navigate shifting allegiances to protect those he loves. Aldous Hodge delivers a powerful and compelling performance as Alex Cross, bringing depth and nuance to the role of a determined and resilient detective. The supporting cast includes Ryan Eggold, Alona Tal, Isaiah Mustafa, Samantha Walks, Eloise Mumford, Johnny Ray Gill, Juanita Jennings, and Melody Hurd, each adding rich layers to the story's emotional and suspenseful narrative. With a taut, fast-paced storyline and a dark, atmospheric tone, Cross combines sharp procedural elements with psychological complexity, offering a suspenseful exploration of crime, family, and redemption. Number 4. Homecoming. Directed by Sam Esmail, Homecoming is a taut and atmospheric psychological thriller that fuses Hitchcockian suspense with an unsettling meditation on memory, truth, and manipulation. The story follows Heidi Bergman, a former caseworker at the Homecoming Transitional Support Center, a facility designed to help soldiers transition back into civilian life. Years later, when a Department of Defense investigator begins questioning her about the program, Heidi's recollections start to fracture, revealing that the official narrative may hide a far darker reality. As the timeline shifts between past and present, the truth slowly emerges, layer by layer, pulling the viewer into a mystery where nothing is as it seems. Julia Roberts delivers a subtle yet magnetic performance as Heidi, balancing warmth with an undercurrent of guarded tension. Stephen James brings depth and empathy to Walter Cruz, a soldier whose optimism gradually gives way to suspicion, while Bobby Cannavale radiates charm and menace as the slick, morally ambiguous administrator. Stylish, tightly constructed, and brimming with unease, Homecoming avoids cheap thrills in favor of slow-burn tension and psychological depth. It's a mystery that demands patience but rewards it with a chilling, emotionally resonant payoff, making it one of the most distinctive thrillers in modern television. Number 3. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Directed by various filmmakers throughout its run, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan is a sleek and high-stakes political thriller that blends globe-trotting espionage with the moral complexities of modern intelligence work. The story follows Jack Ryan, a brilliant CIA analyst whose quiet desk job is shattered when he uncovers suspicious financial patterns linked to an emerging terrorist threat. Drawn into the dangerous world of field operations, Jack finds himself navigating conspiracies, political coups, and covert missions that span multiple continents. Each season introduces a new global crisis, while charting Jack's evolution from reluctant operative to seasoned agent, forced to make decisions where the lines between right and wrong are never clear. John Krasinski delivers a grounded and charismatic performance, infusing Jack with intelligence, moral conviction, and physical grit. Wendell Pierce brings sharp wit and gravitas as James Greer, Ryan's experienced and often world-weary mentor, while Abby Cornish, Noomi Rapace, and Michael Kelly round out the cast with compelling and layered supporting roles. Cinematic and tightly constructed, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan avoids empty spectacle in favor of character-driven stakes and geopolitical intrigue, making it a standout entry in the modern spy thriller genre. Number 2. The Night Manager. Directed by Suzanne Bier, The Night Manager is a stylish and slow-burn espionage thriller that fuses high-gloss visuals with a tense, character-driven game of deception. The story follows Jonathan Pine, a former British soldier turned hotel night manager who becomes entangled in the shadowy world of arms dealing after crossing paths with the dangerous and charismatic businessman Richard Roper. Recruited by intelligence operative Angela Burr, Pine goes undercover to infiltrate Roper's inner circle, navigating a web of lies, shifting loyalties, and moral compromises. As his double life deepens, the line between duty and obsession begins to blur, putting everything and everyone he cares about at risk. Tom Hiddleston brings charm, vulnerability, and quiet intensity to Pine, making him both relatable and enigmatic. Hugh Laurie delivers a chillingly smooth performance as Roper, balancing sophistication with an undercurrent of menace. Olivia Colman as Angela Burr grounds the story with emotional depth and steely determination, while Elizabeth Debicki adds complexity and grace as Roper's conflicted partner. Elegantly shot and meticulously paced, The Night Manager avoids excessive action in favor of psychological tension, moral ambiguity, and slow-building suspense. It's a polished, gripping thriller that rewards patient viewers with a payoff as satisfying as it is haunting. Number 1. Reacher. Directed by various filmmakers across its seasons, Reacher is a lean and hard-hitting action thriller that fuses gritty crime investigation with the raw, uncompromising presence of its larger-than-life hero. The story follows Jack Reacher, a former U.S. Army military police major turned drifter who wanders from town to town with no possessions but a toothbrush and a sharp, tactical mind. Trouble inevitably finds him, whether it's a small-town murder conspiracy, organized crime, or corrupt officials. Using a mix of meticulous observation and overwhelming force, Reacher unravels each mystery piece by piece, dismantling threats with ruthless efficiency while protecting those caught in the crossfire. Alan Ritchson delivers a commanding performance as Reacher, embodying the character's imposing physicality and quiet intelligence with ease. His portrayal captures both the strategic patience and the bone-crunching decisiveness that define the role. Strong support from Willa Fitzgerald, Malcolm Goodwin, and Maria Sten adds depth and humanity, creating a balance between Reacher's lone wolf nature and moments of genuine camaraderie. Briskly paced and free of unnecessary distractions, Reacher isn't about flashy set pieces. It's about a capable man solving dangerous problems with his mind and his fists. The result is a sharp, satisfying blend of mystery and action that stays true to the spirit of the novels.